All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Perfect 10 podcast. I am one half of your host, Jacob Erdy. Alongside me, as you already know, Daniel Dees.
That's right.
And yeah. Oh, yeah. This episode, as always, brought to you by Boot Crew Media.
You know it.
And that song may not have necessarily given away the list, but I'm sure, I mean, unless you're a maniac and you don't actually read the title of stuff you're clicking on, you can tell that we are doing top 10 revolutionaries throughout history.
You know it.
And revolutionaries in pop culture, politics, civil, anything, like all aspects of life.
Yeah.
And the revolutionaries aren't necessarily always the first one to do something, but ones that move the movement.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that was we'll get to honorables, but I mean that's why I had Bob Dylan in there. Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't have him in
for sure
in your list.
No, I did not.
Okay, he's in my honorable.
I'll throw him in my honorable.
Revolutionary.
Oh, he was already in my honorable.
Nice. All right. So, trivia question.
Let's get it.
I'm assuming you do not have this guy in your list either. I can ask it two different ways. I feel like you're going to be. I know you hate numbers things, whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, then who invented the meme?
A computer.
Not even. No.
Who?
So, all right. So we'll go back to the number. When was the meme invented?
That would have been.
I can tell the way your brain is working right now. You're already way off. It's way longer ago than what you think.
I was thinking World War II.
Okay, it's since then. You're gonna.
Well, no, because the first recorded meme that gets credit for being the first meme was Kilroy was here. That was like they used to write it on World War II airplanes. So I was thinking like the 40s.
That the term meme was introduced way after that, so that couldn't have been the first meme.
Well, it gets credit for being the first meme.
Okay, like if you look back, like trolling kind of.
Yeah,
gotcha. Give me a year, dude.
1974.
Oh, dude, you were close.
What?
1976.
Oh, hell. Well, this gets credit for the first meme.
Okay.
And they wrote it on all their planes. And it like tripped Nazi soldiers out because they see this on like American planes. They're like, wait, how can it be there when it was just in like France and we're in Poland right now? What the fuck's going on?
Nice.
So like it was the first viral meme.
All right. But yeah, so the term meme was introduced in 1976 by British evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins.
Richard Dawkins did that?
Yeah. He conceived of memes as the cultural parallel to biological genes and
Richard Dawkins is like one of the best scientists of all time.
And considered them as being in control of their own reproduction.
Okay, not what I was thinking when I think memes.
But that's where memes came from. So, little fun fact for y'all.
All right.
Revolutionaries. Do you have any honorables?
Yes, I got Nelson Mandela, Bob Dylan. Didn't think I put him out. Apparently did. George Hallis, Vince Lombardi, Mike Leach, rest in peace, and Tom from MySpace.
Okay, well, shout out Tom. He's had better days. Okay, so I got Elvis, kind of as a showman, stage presence, like he kind of revolutionized to that. Bob Dylan, and I got the Beatles. I feel like they kind of started the humongous concert era, just mass.
We'll get there.
Okay, all right, word. So, dude, my 10 is fun. This list was like kind of more difficult than I thought at first. And you really get into kind of a flow and just start vibing out on revolutionaries,
Yeah.
So dive into your 10-9-8, brah.
All right. Number 10, I got Dr. James Naismith.
Basketball.
Create the sport. He's probably the only person who's seen as an individual invented a sport.
Okay.
That's big.
Interesting.
Because we don't know.
We don't know who invented football, right?
Probably God.
Okay. I mean, sure.
We don't know who invented baseball. Probably God as well. If I don't know who invented it, I'm just chalking it up to God.
That's fair. I mean, he ultimately did.
Yeah.
He gave somebody the brain to do it,
Yeah. Gave him the muse.
So
put the dream in their eye.
But yeah, it is funny. Dr. James Naismith is just known automatic. Okay, boom. Yeah, that guy invented basketball.
Yeah, we just know because we can't tell you who invented any other sport.
Who invented ping pong? You know, like you would think that that's one person and his buddy were like, dude, let's smack this little bouncy ball around with these paddles.
Like, dude, I think you're on to something.
And everybody would be like, okay, yeah, my buddy, that guy, he definitely started this.
Like, who invented beer pong?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like everybody likes to act like they did, you know?
Yeah, like it's like people trying to take credit, like, oh, my cousin invented the word MILF back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Everybody has that cousin who invented the word MILF.
Yeah, or skank.
Skank was the other one.
Me and my cousin thought we came up with it when we were in
Always
like, we were like 12 years old.
I always wonder shit like that. Who really was the first person to do this thing? Like, who was the first person to like chug a beer, like shotgun a beer?
Richard Dawkins came up with meme.
Like, who was the first person to shotgun a beer? Like, who thought of that?
You know what, dude? Let's just pop a hole in the bottom, rip the top open. It's a vent, and just suck it right down.
That guy is like
the paint stick. Who was the first person to take a paint stick? It was like, dude, instead of putting paint for it to go through a roller, we take the roller off, fill it with beer, and you can just house drinks.
Yeah, that too. Like, drunk people are just full of ideas of getting drunk better.
Yeah. Drunk revolutionaries, dude.
If we only knew the person to give credit to.
We're going to get back to drunk revolutionaries as well.
Hell yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Wait, so that your number, what was your 10?
James Naismith.
James, yeah.
I'm already throwing that your boy in the honorable mention.
I got a feeling we may hit a buzzer on this list.
All right. I'm putting him in parentheses down here.
What?
When you get to him, let me try to guess who it is.
Okay. All
right. Number 9 is in your honorable mentions. I got the Beatles.
Okay.
That like sold out concert halls everywhere, stadium shows. The way they recorded music was just levels above everybody.
Dude, if you go back and watch, I forget what the name of the documentary is. It may just be the Beatles, whatever. It was like I think it was like a 3-part, whatever. Dude, the video footage from their concerts, like people were literally having out of body experiences. Like,
oh, that's drugs.
No. Like people were overwhelmed with emotion, like losing their mind. Like all the footage of the concert, it looked like it had to be the most miserable concert ever to be at. Because literally everybody, like it was mostly just all like young girls because it was the Beatles, whatever.
And drugs. But
like everybody at the entire concert is just screaming at the top of their lungs
because of drugs.
But I'm telling you, dude, it looks like if you were in that crowd, I don't know how you could hear the music. Like you can hear all the people screaming on the recording, the video.
Oh yeah, like people
just literally losing their mind. Like
watch a
people
Beatles
fainting and
like
stuff.
People do not understand how big the Beatles were until you YouTube a Beatles concert.
Wild.
That is insane. Like Woodstock 99 wasn't even that unhinged. Well, it was unhinged.
Unhinged, sure.
It was unhinged in a different way, but it wasn't as, what's the word I'm looking for?
Possessive.
Whatever.
Dude, I'm telling you,
the adjective escapes me right now.
Yeah, go watch the documentary. It is insane the way these people are acting just because they're watching the Beatles perform.
Yeah. All right, my number 8. I got Art Davey.
Art Davey.
Let's see if you know who he is.
Give me an era.
Early 90s.
Early 90s. Did he invent some shoe company or something?
No. It's a sport. He gets
hockey.
No. He co-founded the UFC, but it was his brainchild. He's the reason MMA was like a big thing in America. He put on it was his idea to put him and Hickson Gracie, but Art Davey gets the credit because he was the matchmaker. He found all these different martial artists, put them together.
So that was the one where a homeboy was fighting with tennis shoes on, fighting like that. He weighed about 180, fighting some 340-pound dude.
Yes.
Okay.
Fought the big ass sumo wrestler, kicked him in the teeth. The tooth flew out very first fight.
Nice. That's quite a way to start.
So,
dude, I remember like whenever going over to a buddy's house and like his dad had rented the fights or whatever, it was vicious.
Yeah.
Like when it first started, because I guess like everybody didn't really know all the right techniques and stuff. It was just people like street fighting for the most part.
Yeah. It all started because Hickson Gracie was like doing this shit out of his garage. Like, hey, if you think your martial arts better than our Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, then pull the fuck up.
He was the original Kimbo Slice.
Pretty much. Him and his kids and his nephews and cousins and whatnot, they're all doing this shit. And Art Davies like, let's monetize this. the best we can. He's like, look, get your boy out here. And he's like, nah, I don't want. Who was it? Maybe it was Hickson himself. He's like, nah, I don't want to. I won't put our smallest Gracie in that tournament just because I'm that damn confident we're going to steamroll the whole fucking event. And he did. He put Hoist Gracie in there, and he was the smallest Gracie at the time. It was either him or Henzo. Henzo was doing his thing in Japan. So I was like, all right, I guess this little runt's going to do it. But he just mowed through it.
Okay. That's tough. Yeah. I should have known immediately that it was something to do with MMA.
Yeah.
Early 90s. Yeah.
Art Davey.
That was your number 8. Yeah. So I put internet stuff that had a run.
Yes.
Because like there was so many things that I guess it's viral videos kind of too, though.
Fun fact about Kimbo Slice. You know, Jorge Masvidal, George Masvidal got his start in Kimbo Slice.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then
in some of his videos.
Yeah. And then some guy from Bodog found Masvidal, was like, this cat can actually fight. I want him on here. And after Jorge Masvidal's first fight in Bodog, he won. They were interviewing him, and he dry snitched on his dad, saying, look, my dad's not even supposed to be out of state because he's on parole right now. And they scooped his dad up.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Dry snitched on his pops.
That sucks, dude.
I mean, it sucks for him, but that's funny as hell. Chael's son loves telling that story.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that is hilarious. All right. So my number 10 spot. I got Skrillex.
Ooh, I didn't even think to go there.
So he didn't invent dubstep. Apparently, some radio DJ invented it in like 1999, whatever.
But Skrillex took it, made it his.
Skrillex made it popular. Like, there's still a ton of dubstep.
He's still dropping new shit, and it actually sounds pretty damn good.
Dude, that Skrillex, the Breaking a Sweat, the song he did with the Doors, like that, like kind of embodies like the movement of the style of music.
I was just thinking the other day how much I miss dubstep.
So, all right. So this is my point. So Skrillex made like dubstep, whatever, popular. But like ever since then, basically any and all club music is some version of dubstep. Like,
like the whole
beat drops, all that stuff.
The whole EDM movement.
Yes.
He's all that shit.
Skrillex started all that.
Yeah.
So,
he set the stage for what we know pop music today.
Right. Like back in the day, club music was just songs. And you would mix a little, you would slowly mix from one song to the next. Now, like every song.
Now there's a build up and then a beat drop, and that's when shit just goes haywire.
And now I love the new movement of like the wild remixes, like Young Gravy's, like how he's taking old song beats and like parts of the old songs and making
like
new songs over.
Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like big shouts to Young Gravy. I actually like Young Gravy.
Oh, yeah.
He gets a lot of hate.
Whatever.
He's corny as hell.
He's the opposite of me, dude. He likes old chicks.
Yeah. Y'all need to like wing each other, you know?
Yeah, he can have the mom. I'll take the daughter.
Yeah. There you go. Tag team.
But
top 10 tag teams.
Tag team. Dude, we've never just thrown out just great lists like we did before we even started recording.
So many on our phone we got to get through.
Yeah, I know, right?
But we're always coming with something better.
So anyway, so I got Skrillex. But yeah, he just changed all of music. I mean, not all music, but like club music specifically, or party music, you know?
Yeah.
My number 9 spot. Now, this one may be a little controversial for a lot of, but I mean, you may not want to believe it, whatever. So, do you know who's the real, basically, grandfather or father of air travel, airplanes?
Howard Hughes?
Wait, Howard Hughes. Who is that? I know that name.
The Aviator.
Oh, no. That was in like
that was in
like the 40s.
Yeah, they based Iron Man completely off him.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, have you watched The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I have it with the Scorsese 3-pack. It's Aviator, Goodfellas, and The Pod.
The Pod. Okay.
All in one Blu-ray set.
The Aviator's pretty good. It's interesting. Strange cat.
I mean, I dig Howard Hughes. He's a weirdo.
Definitely a weirdo. But no. So, everybody immediately thinks the Wright brothers, right? Well, the Wright brothers basically were a bunch of bitch-made cats.
Was it Da Vinci?
No.
I know he had the sketchings of the first airplane.
Right. So the theory of it has existed for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Like they knew this shit is possible. We just don't have the means for some reason.
So it was actually Glenn Hammond Curtis. Glenn Curtis.
Yeah, that's who they named Hammond America after.
Right, had to. No, that was actually Peter Hammond.
Peter Hammond. They got a street.
Now they don't have that sign out there no more.
That's not there anymore?
Well, I mean, for good reason. Did you ever stop and read the sign?
No.
It said, "Here lies Peter Hammond, blah blah blah. He was buried here with his favorite slave boy." Wild. How that sign existed for that long? You never stopped and read it, dude?
What? Oh my God.
Which I don't understand. Does that mean his favorite slave boy had died already and then he buried him by him? Or did they kill the slave boy whenever he died?
Or just buried him alive?
I have no idea.
It reminds me of that thing.
That is a unfortunate piece of history in Hammond, America.
Kill some air real quick.
And maybe I shouldn't have dry snitched Peter Hammond all of a sudden. Which I mean, it was like it's an endearment of some sort. Like, oh, he wanted to be buried with him, whatever. But also, don't write his favorite slave boy on the sign.
It reminds me of Mr. Burns, his idea of being buried with Smithers on The Simpsons. When I pass, you shall be buried alive with me. Smithers, oh, goody.
Anyway, we went way off track there. So
God, Peter Hammond, dude.
Yeah.
Favorite slave boy, huh? Was it like consensual?
I don't know, dude.
Like, I hope it was like a weird slave. It had to be
late 1800s, right? Peter Hammond? Well, no, it might have been early 1900s.
If he still had a slave in the early 1900s.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we got to do some digging on Peter Hammond.
I think we should just let it die.
Maybe his slave boy, maybe he just had like a kink or something. Hopefully it was a kink and not like the bad slave.
But I know that sign, I mean, to make it a landmark and to have that is absurd. But so anyway, my number 9 spot, back to what I was going to say, Glenn Hammond Curtis was the true father of flight, basically. And the Wright brothers, basically just tried to, they basically wrote a patent that was very broad. So they just sued everybody that tried to even fly a plane.
Who did? The Wright brothers?
Yeah.
Bitches.
Yeah. So they just tried to screw up, which I mean, and they did. They screwed a lot of people. Like they wouldn't even let, basically they told this dude, like, if you fly your plane, we're going to sue you.
Oh, well, suck my dick, right, brothers?
So, I mean, and there's a lot more to it. If you go check out American Innovations, the podcast, and go listen to,
I have to give it a listen.
They have a 3-part series on Glenn Curtis. But anyway, so that's my number 9 spot. My number 8 spot. Now, it's recently the old dude that they traded for Brittany Griner. They called him the Merchant of Death, right?
Yeah.
So, you know the original Merchant of Death invented dynamite.
I know this cat's name. If I had multiple choice, I know who it is.
You most likely know him by a different thing.
Yeah, for making Mount Rushmore, right?
No.
I know. No, that wasn't. That was way before. Way.
So you probably know him. All right. So name Alfred Nobel.
Yeah, the Nobel Prize.
Nobel Peace Prize. Yes. So what happened was, somebody mistakenly printed an obituary of his death. His brother actually died, but somebody got it mixed up and thought he had died. So in the obituary, they wrote, like, they made him sound bad, right? Like they called him the Merchant of Death because he invented dynamite. Dynamite, like, killed a lot of people on accident. Lot of people on accident. You know what I mean? Like in the factories and stuff, like something would go wrong and then boom, all of a sudden, obvious, gigantic explosion, blah, blah, blah.
You don't see much dynamite anymore.
Well, you see 4.
Not the same.
But right. So anyway, so when he read his own obituary and realized, like, oh, everybody thinks I'm a terrible person, the Merchant of Death. So he changed, like, I think he gave like 70, he's left like 70 or 80% of his wealth to, I think like 5 Nobel Peace Prizes. Like there's like literature, science, I don't know. There's multiple Nobel Peace Prizes, right? Like for different categories.
Yeah. So
anyway, so my 8th spot, revolutionary. Dynamite made all production exponentially faster, like roads, going, like cutting through mountains, mostly roads and railways. Just anything you need. If anything you needed moved,
yeah,
dynamite.
Jake,
I don't like the way you're looking at me right now, dog.
Did you mention Elvis by any chance?
What?
Yes or no? Did you mention Elvis in your list anywhere?
Yes.
What honorable mention?
Yes.
The perfect 10 curse strikes again.
The
Lisa Marie Presley, the singer and only child of Elvis, has died at 54.
As we record,
that notification just went across my screen.
All right. Well, that means she died before we started and I said it. Okay.
But
all right.
I got a feeling if we didn't record, this would not have happened.
What kind of notifications you got letting you know Elva's daughter died?
AP News.
What? Oh, I don't have it. Dang, dude. Yeah, I said Elvis right before, like as we started. Yeah, that is unfortunate,
dude.
Add it to the list, dude. I need to print the curse and just keep adding to the bottom of,
dude. Like how
people we curse. I'm not claiming that one because clearly she had to have been dead already, unless she died within the last 20 minutes. I'm
counting it. Like that notification went on.
That is a wild coincidence, dude. Oh man.
Oh, Saints Super Bowl. Put that on the curse list.
Yep. I mean, they had one of the worst seasons they've had in a long time. We cursed them good.
Oh, big old curse.
So anyway, yeah, my number 8 spot, Alfred Nobel Peace Prize, Merchant of Death, inventor of dynamite. Yeah, he changed his ways though, dude. Left all his money to, trying to progress society, which he did with dynamite as well. You can't hate, like, what is it to make an omelet? You got to crack a few eggs.
Are you talking about Lisa Marie Presley right now?
No. What?
Oh, nothing. Like she's like, you cursed her. Well, we had to crack a few eggs to praise her daddy.
I guess fair. So that is my 8 spot.
I'm updating the curses list.
Oh, dude. I mean, if nothing else, it's a wild coincidence. Literally while we're recording.
Dude. Like, I'm looking at the perfect 10 curses right now. We got more. We got Rush Limbaugh. He was the first.
That was quick too.
Betty White, Mystical. We said Notre Dame wouldn't be in a conference, but they're in the Big Ten's DMs right now. We said Miles Brennan was going to start. He just straight up quit.
Straight quit football. Yeah.
We talked about wing prices. They dropped. Zach Wilson. Yeesh.
Ooh, yeah.
Tua. He almost died.
He did almost die on the field.
Alabama, we decided they were going to be natties, but they lost to LSU.
Didn't even make it to the playoffs.
Fucking losers. And Saints Super Bowl. And Lisa Marie Presley.
There's definitely some more. Who was that quarterback for like Auburn or something?
Oh, TJ Finley.
Yeah, TJ Finley. What did we say about him?
Now, he was going to be Auburn starter.
And he ended up getting arrested for something?
Arrested, I think kicked off the team.
Anyway, all right, so that was my 8 spot.
Wow, we are bad people. We're not trying to be. It's just accidentally bad people.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing it on purpose.
All right, number 7. I got Tony Iommi.
Who?
Tony Iommi.
Don't know that name.
I mentioned him here before on the podcast. Pretty much create the heavy metal sound. He was the guitarist for Black Sabbath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he's the reason heavy metal exists. Like he is the dad of heavy metal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like music, like, revolutionaries in the world of music. Definitely, they affect everything going forward.
But it's like Naismith. We can pinpoint him as creating basketball. We can't pinpoint who made hard rock. We can't pinpoint who made like the blues or whatever. Can't pinpoint who made classical music. We can easily pinpoint who made heavy metal music. That's Tony Iommi.
Okay. All right. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I don't really rock with the heavy metal, but I mean, a lot of people do. So respect.
Number 6, I got the granddaddy of all fiction, who to this day we use.
C.S. Lewis.
No, way better. Well, fun fact, they were actually best friends.
Stephen King.
No, Stephen King was way after C.S. Lewis.
J.R.R.
Tolkien. Lord of the Rings, like
Loader,
The Hobbit, whatever, everything he wrote. His way he wrote those books, that's pretty much all fiction. We use his blueprint.
So fantasy.
Pretty much every fantasy thing, elves, dwarves. He took a lot of mythology, rolled it into one. We have like this whole fantasy world now. Like he built fantasy worlds.
Off subject a little bit. But I love the way modern day movies are trending. Like mystery is getting real popular now. I love mystery movies.
Oh, me too. Like Knives Out, Glass Onion.
I just watched
Death on the Nile.
Oh man, what was it?
I love a good murder mystery.
Behind the Pale Blue, just the Pale Blue Eye.
Yeah, with that new Christian Bale movie on Netflix.
Yes.
I want to see it so bad.
Okay, I will not ruin anything.
What would you give it out?
Don't get your hopes too high.
All right, wasn't good.
It was good, interesting.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, no. That's not even what I was talking about. That one actually, yeah, it's worth a watch. I was thinking of, I watched, oh, dude, hold on. I got to look it up now. It's a Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Fantastic movie. I mean, it's not my favorite Leo movie.
You're off, dude. Not fantastic.
I like it.
It jumps around too much. There's no way to know what's real, what's imagined. So like, if you have to draw some lines.
I feel you.
Because I can make a mystery and draw no lines.
Yeah,
just throw a bunch of random things happening. You figure out what's real. You figure out what he's thinking.
My favorite mysteries, like we know the suspects. I don't like mysteries where, all right, at the end, some guy we never even seen before.
Exactly.
I like a good. All right, which one of you motherfuckers did
this? The only thing I like about Shutter Island is at the end, it does leave you wondering, was it real or was it not real?
It was all in his head.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna spoil anything. Whatever. But no. So yeah, I was thinking Shutter Island. But anyway, but yeah. So we went down that road because it was your
So J.R. Tolkien, like he pretty much we use the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings trilogy as like our foundation to writing fiction.
When was Lord of the Rings written? It was like 1800s or something.
No, it was like right after World War One. Like his experience fighting in World War One is what inspired the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So nice. J.R. Tolkien.
That was your 6?
Yep.
My number 7 spot. Now, I'm going to give you a name. I'll give it to you in a question at first. When was social media or social networking invented?
Like on computers?
Yeah. Like social media, like before Facebook, obviously, before Friendster, all that.
I go 2002.
1997. 6 degrees. Like 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, that's
the theory. Yeah. So the 6 degrees was the original face. Like you could create a profile and friend people, whatever.
Interesting.
Invented by Andrew Weinrich.
Yeah, but Tom from MySpace, he gets the credit.
Well, Friendster, everybody knows Friendster came before MySpace as well.
Yeah, but nobody knows who the Friendster guy is. Everybody knows Tom from MySpace.
Well, because you couldn't not be his friend.
Right. That's why everybody knows him. If you go to on the street, like, hey, who's Tom from MySpace? Then you go, oh, that's the guy from MySpace.
His association, very similar to the unfortunate association of Jared from Subway.
Wait, what? He ain't a pedo.
We talked about this, dude. Tom from MySpace.
No, it was alleged, but they never.
Allegedly busted for being in possession of lots of child pornography.
Hold on.
Or he was funding someone that was a child predator. I don't know. He was very closely associated with somebody and child predatoration or whatever the what would be the word for that? I don't know. But Tom from MySpace is living. Yeah,
he just knew a guy.
He's low key now.
He just knew a guy.
Anyway,
he didn't do it. He just knew a guy.
But anyway, so original the father of social networking, Andrew Weinrich of 6 Degrees, 1997. That's my 7th spot. My number 6 spot. The spirit of this list. It's coming out. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
All right, we'll get there.
So I got MLK Jr. in my 6th spot. All right, we're gonna get back to it.
All right, my number 5. Your comedian's favorite comedian.
Oh, the one is it the dude that did the 7 words you can't say on TV, whatever?
No, that's George Carlin.
That's George Carlin. Okay.
Shit, piss, cocksucker, motherfucker.
Okay. That was quick, dude.
Oh, yeah, I got it memorized.
So you're gonna talk about
his favorite comedian.
Is it Dan something? No.
Nope. Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce. Okay. Yeah.
Like the comedian, the first comedian we could easily say pushed boundaries. Like he was the first edgy comedian talking about getting his dick sucked on stage, doing drugs and shit like that. Like that was during like the 50s, back when that was very, very taboo.
Right.
Like, you don't mention that.
Which is funny. I just watched Rear Window the other day, old school Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Jimmy Stewart.
Also a mystery.
Rear Window kicked ass.
Rear Window for the time, and it was funny, so funny, dude. Whenever like his girl, right? Honestly, it's a great story and a great plot, like separate.
Alfred Hitchcock was a good movie
like
maker.
like the relationship between him and his girl represents a lot of the stuff like all dudes go through, whatever. But she was over there late, and somebody stopped by and they was like, does your landlord know that you're gonna have company over here? Like, and it was always so funny. Like, it was so taboo, you couldn't even like stay the night at somebody's place. Like, it was frowned upon for like a man and a woman to share a bed.
Like,
a bedroom
he would talk
out of
about
wedlock.
he would talk about fucking random bitches.
So that movie was made in the 50s alongside of him doing that.
Yeah, like it's wild. If you have not, you don't know who Lenny Bruce is, please Google him. Like, get lost in Lenny Bruce article after Lenny Bruce article. Listen to his stand up. Like, his stand up back in the 50s holds up today. You'll still laugh.
I've been meaning, I need to go back and check some more of it out, honestly.
You did. It's pretty good. Him, and then there was Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was like the first big black comedian.
Okay, like before Earthquake. Before Bruce.
Yeah, way before Bruce.
Bruce was great, dude.
Like, Dick Gregory gave black people a microphone for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like, hey, black people can come up here and joke about race.
Was it Arsenio Hall was the one that had what was where they walked out and they rubbed the silver stump?
Oh, that was Apollo Theater,
live at the Apollo,
something like that.
Yeah, that was great, dude. Way back in the day.
Yeah, so that was 5, Lenny Bruce. Number 4, going to another Bruce. I got Bruce Lee.
Okay.
The first,
like, kung fu guy.
Yeah, who made martial arts popular on the big screen.
That is a genre that like had hell of a run, and then you don't see none of anymore.
I mean, I still
kung fu movies.
Oh yeah, they need to bring those back. Just good fight choreography.
They died off. They died off with Rush Hour, but they had. I mean, what a way to end.
Go watch. It's Jackie Chan's latest movie on Netflix. I think it's called The Immigrant or something like that.
Okay.
That's probably his best overall film.
Really?
It's like a Jackie Chan film, but instead of like kind of silly, it's straight up drama.
Okay.
And it is awesome.
Oh, dude, I forgot about which it was a Lee. It wasn't Jackie Chan.
Jet Li?
It might have been Jet Li. What was the one where he was like a dog? And they had a collar, and we took the collar off.
That was Jet Li.
Beat everybody.
Unchained, I think it was. No. I know what you mean, though. That movie was great, too.
Yeah.
Took the collar off, and boy, he just whipped everybody's ass.
Yeah, that movie was wild, bro.
Yeah, because of people like Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Like, he made kung fu movies popular, so therefore we got Tony Jaa, Bruce Lee, Jet Li. No, wait, we got Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Tony Jaa now. I think
Unleashed.
Yeah, that was it. Unleashed.
Yeah.
So we got all these people now doing just awesome shit.
Okay.
Like, I'm tired of like big explosion car chase movies. For action movies, give me good fight choreography, and I'll say you're the best action movie. That's why I think The Raid is one of the best new action movies of all time.
The Raid?
The Raid and Raid 2, both of them. Watch them. They are fucking great.
Oh, I got to add that to the list. That was your 5? I mean, that was your 4?
That was my 4.
So my number 5 spot. I got the father of alternating current. I got Tesla. Nikola Tesla.
Can't believe I didn't think of Tesla.
Yeah, dude. Got it. I mean, so a lot of people I love Thomas Edison as well.
All right.
A lot of people like to hate on Thomas Edison. They say he stole a bunch of his stuff.
He gets so much unnecessary hate.
Look, he was doing it. All right. I mean,
he had the brains to modernize shit.
Right. And sure, maybe he took a little more credit from time to time than he should have, whatever. Yeah. But he had like 1,100 patents or something crazy.
Yeah. You gotta give Edison his flowers.
But I believe, if I remember correctly, he was more direct current.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought alternating current was just like a fad, or like it wasn't. I guess, I don't know if maybe they thought it wasn't scalable. I can't remember what the issue was, but like nobody really bought into alternating current. But I mean, if you're listening to this, you don't know the difference. So DC direct current is like a car battery or like a AA battery, whatever. And your power that runs your house, your outlets, everything is alternating current.
Okay. Learn something.
Alternating current is like 120 volt. DC is like 12 volt and below. I don't think it's the number. I don't think it's the number voltage that matters, but I think it's like I don't think you can have high voltage DC. I don't think. I can't remember exactly. It's the way the current acts, basically.
And we got the name AC/DC from it.
Facts.
Yeah.
So Nikola Tesla, the father of alternating current. My number 4 spot, going hand in hand, I got Elon Musk.
Okay.
Started the whole electric.
I wouldn't put him that high.
Well, I mean, look what he's doing these days, dude. I mean, like everything's moving to electric cars. Now, don't get me wrong. It's still funny to me. I forget. Oh, dude, I should have looked it up. What
you
is
put Musk over Tesla?
Well, it's recency bias, obviously. You know,
Okay.
I mean, but also Nikola Tesla was kind of a wacko.
Yeah, I think he wanted to fuck his pigeon or something.
Yeah, he was a weirdo. Which I mean, Elon Musk, I'm sure, is a weirdo as well.
Yeah. You ever saw a picture before he had like all like the plastic surgery done? Hold on.
You look like a creep.
Oh yeah, dude, look like straight pedophile.
Oh, dude, it's the something torpedo. Oh, dude, I'm working on getting a painting made. What is it? Something torpedo. Anyway, so people act like electric cars are new, so they actually had an electric.
Like seriously, this dude's on a list somewhere.
Yeah. Well, good for him though, dude. That money will get you anything you want, make you look better.
And then he had this.
Look at the Kardashians. Nah, dude,
He looks like your boy from Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, dude, that is whack, dude. Baker's torpedo. Go look up the Baker's torpedo if you don't believe me. So, electric cars. There was an electric car in 1902 that could go 70 miles an hour and could go 40 miles distance wise.
That's not a lot of miles.
Well, for an electric car before, like cars basically were invented.
Okay, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah, so I think he was lined up. It's the
I could get home off that.
Google Baker's torpedo. He's lined up against like 3 or 4 other like vehicles in a race, and I think they might have been like steam engines or something. It is the juxtaposition of like his futuristic looking car. Just hit images. It's a sweet looking rig. I
don't know why I could fucking build that with a kit.
No, look right here where he's lined up against. Look at the other cars, dude. It looks like it's from like outer space. It's a bunch of like wagons.
That is true.
It's a bunch of wagons.
Boy, people looking at that thing.
Yeah. So
looks like a sunglasses case with wheels on it. But boy, he's about to dust these fools.
Oh yeah, he smoked them, dude. But anyway, I don't know how we got off on that from Elon Musk. But electric cars. So yeah, Elon Musk though, like he's kind of he's pushing. I mean, he's got his SpaceX, dude. He's got electric. Like he's just pushing the boundaries of like everything.
Yeah.
So he's a revolutionary.
Yeah.
Trying to. I mean, what else can you think of? Like one person coming in and telling the entire United States government, like, "Hey, look, y'all suck at this. All right, I'll handle it."
Okay.
You know, with like NASA and everything. I think now NASA like still exists, right? I think don't they buy their crafts from SpaceX? I think it's SpaceX and one other company that they like basically buy.
I'm blanking right now.
They buy all their stuff from them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So I got Elon Musk, dude. He deserves to be in the top 5.
Number 3, you already touched on MLK. I'm going to expand on it. I got Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, and the Big Six. Big Six were the faces of the civil rights movement, which is Philip Randolph, Whitney Young, James Farmer, MLK, and John Lewis.
Okay.
Like if it like literal like my top 3 are literal revolutionaries by the direct definition of it.
Okay. 2 of my top 3 are as well.
They brought about world change, literally.
Okay. All 3 of my top 3 do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, yeah. Happy MLK Day, by the way, everybody. Yeah, that's why you're getting this list today.
Big shouts to MLK. Love the guy.
Now we won't get into some
Malcolm X autobiography, one of the best overall books I've ever read.
We won't get into some of the allegations about MLK behind closed doors. That's his business.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? He did the thing.
He's like your boy Dana White. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, come on.
What happens at your house is your business.
Some people, they get passes. That's just,
I guess. Dude.
No, seriously.
Dana White don't get a pass.
No, fuck no. Dana White don't get a pass. It's not about MLK, dude.
Okay, all right. Okay.
For what he has done, it's like, okay, you did a shitty thing, but I'm looking past it because you did like literally a revolutionary thing.
To make an omelet, you got to crack a few eggs. We've been over this.
I mean, he was probably stressed a lot.
A lot of stress. Okay.
That's wants to unwind.
That's all we're going to say about it.
That's all we're going to say about it. We're going to get fucking canceled off the head. I dare someone try to cancel us for praising MLK.
Yeah. We're giving
Come at us. How about that?
A pass.
I mean, come on. Should he have done it? No, but it's
Obviously
Martin Luther King.
Right. You either get both or you get neither.
Yeah.
Pick one.
It's like Thriller. Michael Jackson.
You get both or you get neither. Anyway, so that was your 3 spot.
That was my 3 spot. The big 3, Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali.
Okay, so along with civil rights and whatnot, same thing. My 3 spot, I got Abraham Lincoln.
Honest Abe.
Honest Abe. And he ended slavery. Started the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be done, though. We needed slavery. I don't understand how it lasted so long in the first place, but ultimately, very against the grain of like
wasn't a popular choice.
Correct. Well, because throughout the history, up until the Civil War, slavery existed, right, in the whole world. Did America end slavery for the whole? I mean, I'm sure it still exists some places.
Yeah, we still got slavery.
But
look at your iPhone, for example.
Well, that's slave labor. They get paid, not a lot. Okay, so along those same lines, though, if you ask somebody from that area, whatever, I forget. I was just reading the book. You
had abolitionists who always wanted that shit.
No. Go read The Rational Optimist. And basically, it's framing about how like, because most people think optimism is like irrational, like somebody that thinks everything's always going to be fine. Like it's more popular to buy into negativity than it is positivity.
I like buying into positivity these days.
I do too. So
it's a literal breath of fresh air.
Yeah, but so go read The Rational Optimist. Add it to your list if you haven't done it. I just stumbled across it the other day.
I'm gonna read that.
Amazing book.
I like being optimistic.
But anyway, so somebody from that area though would say, okay, well, before I was getting paid 20 cents an hour to make iPhones, I was getting paid 10 cents an hour to be a prostitute. So you tell me what's better.
I'd say prostitute. At least you catch something, like get a nut.
I don't know.
That's me being the optimist.
I hear you. Or you get paid twice as much to just make phones instead of having to whore yourself out, you know? But anyway, that's not my point of view. We have gone ways around all these picks to get back to my number 3 spot, Abraham Lincoln.
Who would have thought this would have been that kind of episode?
I didn't see that coming at all. We've gone long off the rails many times.
The 10-cent prostitute.
Exactly. So anyway, my 3 spot, Abraham Lincoln, for obvious reasons.
All right, my number 2 spot. I got the Founding Fathers.
Oh, dang it, dude. All right, we're gonna get back to it.
Obviously. Okay. So yeah, Founding Fathers. Most notably, if I had to pick one Founding Father, it'd probably be Thomas Paine.
Okay.
Like the OG radical, hey, freedom means freedom. Like you could be free to do whatever the hell you want.
You're libertarian.
He took that and ran with it.
Right.
Like he was the OG libertarian. Like, hey, we are all equal here. You got no ruler. Like this dude was like the libertarian of all libertarians.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get back to it.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
My number 2 spot.
Hold on. Can I guess? Does that have to do with alcohol?
No. So earlier when I said drunk revolutionaries, I was talking about the Founding Fathers.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
I'll stay. Okay.
That's always been my take.
One revolutionary I didn't think about before him, writers were looked as like, oh, you big pussy. Like the sensitive artist type. And then
you're talking about homeboy Ernest Hemingway?
Yeah. He came and made like writing kind of manly in a way.
Yeah. Ernest Hemingway is a dog, bro.
Dude,
if you go to Key West, bro, everything around there is Hemingway.
Like I want to get like a painting of him.
I need to add that to my list.
That dude was just OG.
So anyway, my number 2 spot. Some people hate on him for creating the 40-hour work week.
Ford,
the father of mass production, Henry Ford. Changed the way all production is done. Now, how people didn't figure that out sooner, I don't know. Seems very obvious. Make an assembly line.
Yeah.
If you're building 10,000 of the same thing,
I mean, I kind of fucking hate him for the.
You put the beginning parts at the beginning, and you put the end parts at the end, and you just pass it down the line and put it together as you go. Don't know how that didn't exist before, but hey.
He was
Henry Ford is known for being the father of mass production.
I mean, he did give us weekends.
He gave us weekends.
But then again, the 8-hour work day, kind of a dick move.
Right. But structure. Everybody needs structure.
He should have did, hey, you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah.
9-hour work week. 9.5-hour work week.
Okay.
I take that.
I like that.
That's a good trade.
Yeah. Work like 7 to 5 every day, 30-minute lunch break.
I wouldn't say 7 to 5. I'd say 9 to like 7.
Yeah, you're getting home late though.
But you get that Friday off.
Right.
Friday would hit different.
Oh, it would hit different if it was another day off.
And that Thursday,
always having a 3-day work, well, 3-day weekend would be sweet.
And that Thursday night, ladies' night, would hit
be
way
popping, son.
See, Henry Ford should have had me as on his board. I'd be like, look, I see what you mean right here.
He would have beat your ass.
You're like, who the fuck are you?
Come in here talking that nonsense, boy. Get out of here.
Ladies' night, what the fuck is that?
He would have beat you to death. So yeah, my number 2 spot, I got Henry Ford. So go to your one. What's your one?
One, probably the revolutionary. That means you obviously did not rank him. It means you're going to hell. I got Jesus.
Okay. I was gonna put him, but he is God though.
Okay.
So
but he changed the way people lived, how they lived their lives.
Okay, it was yeah. I mean, it was too obvious, I guess. You know, like before, I can't even remember what list it was like.
We even gave him a super mention because of that.
Well, okay. I just felt like it was. You know, I've had him at the top of many of my lists.
That's true.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I guess I was getting too redundant if I just keep saying the same pick.
We
over
do
and
name
over.
drop Jesus a lot.
Yeah, so shout out.
Yeah, shout out to J-Man. But I'm scared now if he comes back, we perfect 10 cursed him.
I mean, dude, talk about a curse. I hear you. Well, yeah.
I think he's stronger than the perfect 10 curse.
He's got it, dog. You know, he'll be fine.
But if he comes back and something happens, that's on us.
All right, so that's your number 1.
We're revolutionaries. We're the only people out there that top 10 podcast.
Well, when we started this podcast, there was I searched high and low for like this format to make sure we weren't just making the same thing that already exists, and I could not find it.
Did not exist.
The only one I could find sucked, and it was top 5s, and it was 3 dudes, and they all had the same trash picks.
Yeah,
and they only had like 8 episodes, so they weren't that far ahead of us. We've been doing this for 2.5 years now. It's weird.
Yeah, Barstool does top 10s now, and they suck.
Yeah, there's a trash.
Those are. And Rolling Stone tries to do top 10s. They suck.
But yeah, because I think most people try to make it too mainstream. Like we do ours.
Yeah, we just do ours.
And I feel like our different personalities, we do pretty much nail kind of both sides of every topic for the most part.
Yeah, if we did like top 10 movies, we're putting our personal taste in there. Everybody else would do like top grossing movies. So obviously, this is the best movie because of the rating on IMDb and how much money it made.
Garbage, yeah.
Yeah, suck it.
Nerd. So as I contradict myself by saying we are very different, I go back to my number 1, which was your number 2. I got the founding fathers, baby. I thought for sure we were going to overlap on that one.
USA.
We should have pulled out and played Lee Greenwood. Dang it, man. But we've given him enough.
Is he alive?
I don't know. We need to figure that, dude. I wonder if we could book him, dude. You don't hear nothing from him. You know what I'm saying? So
until he lists our episode when we say he's a trash singer.
Whoa. I don't remember saying that.
You did. You say he does not sound good.
His voice is not good. Oh, yeah, I did say because you don't have to sound that good.
Shit.
R.I.P. to the homie.
No, he's alive. He's 80 years old.
He's 80? Ooh, I bet he ain't never been on a podcast.
Doesn't even know what a podcast is.
Dude, we got to get in touch with Lee Greenwood, son.
I was a member of the National Council of Arts, nominated by a W. Everybody liked him. Like,
well, yeah.
W.
Dude put out one of the
Obama,
one
Trump,
of the hottest bangers of all time.
Biden. Like, how do we go about
contacting him?
No, making that our national anthem.
Oh, I don't think it's going to happen.
I know our national anthem sucks.
Well, we have the national. Oh, we also have oh, dude. Anyway, no. So the founding fathers, you know, Lee Greenwood might as well be one.
Could be. Look at this dog.
Oh, he's a dog.
Look at his Wikipedia picture. Tight jeans, American.
I got to get that
American,
shirt, bro.
That's a windbreaker, dude. American
I got to
flag,
get that windbreaker, dude.
just a white tee underneath.
That thing is clean.
That is one of the cleanest jackets I've ever seen.
Absolutely. But anyway, so number one, when I said drunk revolutionaries, my theory is that the founding fathers had to all be drunk all the time.
They were our age, so obviously they were drunk. What else are you gonna do in the 17th?
Well, also, if you're gonna do that, right? Like, hey, right now, call all the hey homies, let's all meet up. Look,
that's the closest one I found so far. That's clean.
That's pretty clean. If you and all your homies get together and you plan to overthrow the government that runs you, it'd be like us trying to get together to overthrow the United States. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously, more weapons.
See, I would like this if it was all American flag.
Yeah. But they had to be drunk to come up with this idea. I mean,
dude,
sure,
Vanilla Ice killing it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's $156.
Probably let that one simmer.
You'll get drunk and buy it.
I might.
I can see it.
But yeah, I mean, they had to be drunk, whatever. But the founding fathers, obviously, I mean, the Revolutionary War, American Revolution, like
went on against the world's biggest military at the time.
Yeah, we're doing this. This list is revolutionaries. They are A1.
Oh, honorable mention the Swamp Fox, Francis Marion, taught who the Patriots based off of. Taught a lot of our military boys guerrilla tactics. He learned in the French and Indian War.
Who was "Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes"? Who was that?
MacArthur?
No. Don't fire to, yeah, I mean, and genius move, other than, hey, you might get shot waiting for him to get real close.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think it was, what was the battle in,
that was Revolutionary War, yeah. It wasn't MacArthur. MacArthur's World War II.
I thought, dude, I know the name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Somebody's angry. What's the, it's in an old song, dude.
Just give me the answer. I don't need a.
Dude, this is 1814, we took a little trip along Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi.
It was Colonel Israel Putnam.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, but yeah, well, that song though, dude.
And they also credit William Prescott.
Okay. But yeah, so Revolutionary War, the founding fathers. That's my one spot. I thought for sure we were gonna hit a golden buzzer on that, dude.
But Jesus came first.
That's fair.
I had to leave room for Jesus.
That's fair. So yeah, this list went way longer than I expected, but it was a good time.
It went way off the rails more than I expected.
Long off the rails, but hey,
it was one of those episodes that might give us some blowback.
No. I think we're good.
I think we're good. We didn't say anything.
It was mostly praise across the board.
Yeah, we said,
and anything we said was just acknowledging facts.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Is what it is.
Be what it be.
Then you get hurt by anything we said. What are you doing?
Yeah, don't listen.
Who are we hurting your feelings? We're not anybody influential.
All right. So rundowns.
I got James Naismith, the Beatles, Art Davey, number 7, Tony Iommi, 6, J.R. Tolkien, 5, Lenny Bruce, 4, Bruce Lee, 3, the Big Six, Philip Randolph, Whitney Young, James Farmer, Martin Luther King Jr., John Lewis, along with Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. Number 2 was the Founding Fathers, and number 1, Jesus.
Okay, my number 10 spot, I got
miss you, dog.
Yeah. Then my number 10 spot, I got Skrillex. 9, Glenn Hammond Curtis. 8, Alfred Nobel. 7, Andrew Weinrich. 6, Martin Luther King. 5, Nikola Tesla. 4, Elon Musk. 3, Abraham Lincoln. 2, Henry Ford. And number 1, the Founding Fathers. Yes. And Thursday, this one actually is one we took off the list.
Mm-hmm.
It's been sitting there in the pocket for a long time. We're doing Motown songs.
That was one of the first ones on the.
It really was. Yeah, it's been on there for a long. And dude, I love Motown.
Who doesn't?
Best cleaning music, bar none. It's springtime's coming up. Spring cleaning. You just blare Motown jams.
Yeah,
and just get after it.
That is a good spring genre.
Yeah,
it really is.
So that being said, hold on, let me get this locked and loaded. So yeah, come back Thursday for more.
Yes.
Till then, peace.